students, we are learning about e-commerce. In earlier lecture, we learned the definition of an e-commerce and an applications of e-commerce. So now we will learn about traditional commerce versus e-commerce. See, so due to the growth of internet, the nature of competition in traditional way to doing business and using e-commerce has changed significantly. In traditional commerce, business have to compete within a single industry and limited geographical area. In many cases, business process user use traditional commerce activity very effectively and they cannot be improved through technology. The product that customer prefer to touch, smell or examine precisely are difficult to sell using e-commerce. For example, buyers will hesitate and buying perishable food items, expensive jewelry and high fashion clothes as they cannot be examined closely before purchase. In traditional commerce, the retail merchants with their years of experience create the store design that helps to convince the customer to purchase a product. This arrangement of product store design and layout is called merchandising. The merchant develop the skill of identify customer need and find product and service that meet those needs. But this art of merchandising that can be difficult to implement over the internet. Some of the common features of traditional commerce are common features of traditional commerce. So first, operates within a certain period of time during business hours. No sharing information with competitors, hiring of salesperson, sales manager, and many more. Location renting of purchasing, advertising, inventory, shipping of product. So it is a attributes of an e-commerce, traditional commerce. However, in today's fast-paced world, it is very important to break through these conventional rules. We need to adapt to the new ways of doing business worldwide using internet. So some of the features of e-commerce are, so here describe some features of e-commerce. Advertising of the product is done electronically. Customer can browse through product catalog and available offers. E-payments system are used for receiving payment. However, in many cases, payment on delivery option is also available, means cash on delivery. Goods are delivered to the customer within a few days. And reduce the per cost transaction, reduce the time taken perform and overall transaction. So here some attributes of e-commerce. So difference between traditional commerce and e-commerce described here. So now e-commerce in India. So what is the condition of e-commerce in India? So let's see. The internet user in India of growing day by day. E-commerce in India is experiencing a remarkable growth of successfully changing the way of people transact from high-end designer apparel to second-hand books. Everything is now available to Indian online buyers at the click of button. It has opened up new horizons, opportunities for millions of people. A greater variety of goods and services that can be bought over the internet is making online buying more attractive and convenient. As internet reach the rural part of India, a drastic change is observed in the lifestyle. The quantity and quality of consumption is helping change mindset in the rural areas. Many factors are playing role of the growth of e-commerce in India. Some of the key factors are listed below. The growth technology facilitators such as internet connection, broadband, and third generation. Currently, we are using 4G, and now we will use 5G also. Laptop, smartphone, tablet, and dongles. Increase in use of mobile device. Ability of much wider product range by busy lifestyle, traffic congestion, and lack of time for traditional shopping. Lower price compared to bricks and mortar retail driven by disintermediation and reduce inventory and real estate cost. Increased usage of online classified sites with more consumer buying and selling second-hand goods. Evolution of the online marketplace model with sites like eBay, Flipkart, Snapdeal, and many more. So, though the penetration of e-commerce is low in India as compared to their countries, but it is growing at a much faster rate with a large number of new entrants. There are a lot of online stores in India which are becoming quite popular like Flipkart, eBay India, Snapdeal, Amazon India, Myntra, Domino's, Paytm, Zabong, and many more. Retailers have also started offering a cash on delivery option. It is the most preferred payment method in India. Almost, remember students, almost 80% of Indian e-commerce business use cash on delivery mechanism. Though from the online retailer point of view, this is an expensive proposition as they have to finance the sale to till the order is delivered. For the customer, cash on delivery makes it easy to reject product at the point of delivery. Industry experts are optimistic about the future potential of e-commerce industry in India. Though there are challenges to be faced, they can be easily overcome with all planned and pre-decided strategies which will give a boost to the growth of e-commerce in India. So some advantages of e-commerce here. With the growth of internet, companies are finding new existing way to expand their business. Today, we can hardly find any successful company which do not use computer in their everyday business activity. E-commerce provide multiple benefit to the customer in the form of availability of goods at lower cost, wider choice, and save time. E-commerce sales would rise in the coming years with ability of faster broadband service and new applications. Some advantages e-commerce are listed below. So first advantage of e-commerce, see, conduct business 24 multiplies 7, so 24 hours and 7 days. Using e-commerce business can operate anywhere, anytime. So the business activity do not remain time bound. A customer can purchase a product any hour of day, and an order can also be accepted at any hour of the day. Second, lower cost. Using internet for business activities can reduce the cost of marketing, distribution, phone, postage, printing, and many more. Many other such activities in e-commerce. Requirement of physical store space or infrastructure investment in minimal. The cost of opening a physical store is very high as compared to doing business on internet. Customers are also benefited by getting a wide range of product for selection at a lower cost due to competition amongst the vendor and elimination of distributor or intermediaries for selling these products. No boundaries of geographical limitations. A physical store is limited by its geographical area of service. With e-commerce business can reach out of millions of customers in an instant, which is not possible in any conventional mode of marketing. It has the ability to reach potential buyer easier, further creating new markets. Global coverage can be reached through creating a website and uploading it on internet. Improved and better customer service. As there is a direct communication with the customer, it is possible to solve their queries related to the price, quality, features of the product, and other, thus resulting in a better customer service. For companies that do business with their companies, adding customer service online in a competitive advantages. Online customer service make customer happier. E-commerce gives better and quicker customer service. Information can be shared easily on internet. A merchant can email its customer about the new product, can also solve the product related problems. Fifth one, teamwork. E-commerce help organization to work together. One good example is the full use of email, which helps people to exchange information. It has changed the way organization interact with supplier, vendor, business partner, and customer. More the interaction, better is the result. Number 6, eliminate travel time and cost. The customer do not have to travel long distance to reach their preferred physical store. E-commerce allows them to visit the same store virtually with a few mouse click. Number 7, speed. Doing business electronically is much faster than using the traditional method. The speed of business transaction increase significantly as delay for communication is avoided by conducting transaction online. Business organization can generate purchase order and send it to supplier online without delay. Supplier can receive and process the order quickly. This also helps in reducing the shipping time. Information appearing on the internet can change rapidly. This gives business organization the ability to inform the customer of any changes in the product or service offered by the company. So e-commerce also provide the following benefit to the society: buy from home, office, or any places, less traveling to purchase a product, which further reduce pollution and traffic, healthcare service, distance learning and education. So some of limitations of e-commerce here. So although e-commerce has a list of advantages, it also has some limitations and disadvantages. However, with the passage of time, many of the limitations may disappear. Following are some of the limitations of e-commerce. So number 1, resistant to change. Business organization need to change from traditional business to e-commerce, which is faced by a lot of resistance. People need to get used to paperless and faceless business transaction. Number 2, initial cost. E-commerce require significant initial investment in new technologies which can change the company's core business process. It also require investment in hardware and software technology. The staff training is needed to understand the way of conducting the business using e-commerce. Security, a primary concern. Remember students, primary concern in e-commerce is security. The data or information traveling on the internet related to the company or an individual should be protected by unauthorized access. Internet provides universal access, but companies should protect their assets from malicious or accidental misuse. Privacy, the privacy of the customer information is a serious issue. A customer hesitates to share their personal information on the internet due to fear of misuse. Many times the companies sell their database information to market companies, and they in turn send unwanted spam mails to the customer. The hacker also might intercept the information on the internet and misuse the data. Credit card fraud result into financial loss to the customer. The protection should be provided from hacker, virus, transfer of data and transaction risk. Number 5, lack of trust. Sometimes business fraud like non-delivery of product, incorrect information of the product, lack of security for the payment transaction create dissatisfaction amongst the customer. Also, returning defective goods purchased online can be difficult issue. The common concern here are who pays the return postage. Will full refund by the be made by the merchants, and whether the product will reach to their original source. So, e-commerce business model described here. Who sell to whom? In the basis of decide a business model here. The business model of e-commerce are defined based on the parties involved and type of business activities or service provided. Many business model have been proposed for e-commerce. but the following are the most popular among all. Generally, the classification is done on the basis of who is selling to whom. So there are four popular business pattern in e-commerce. Business to consumer means it's called B2C. Business to business is known as a B2B. Consumer to consumer called C2C, and consumer to business it's called C2B. So let us understand each of them in detail. First, business to consumer. Business to consumer refers to business and organization that sell product or service to consumer over the internet using website. Consumer from anywhere can browse and order the product or service anytime. The seller can sell product directly to the consumer and the buyer are individual customer. So this type of e-commerce that the consumer are most likely to see on internet. Lately, it has gained a high popularity amongst the consumer due to simplified and fast way to buy product. Apart from online retailing, B2C also includes service like online banking, real estate service, traveling service, and many more. Some example of B2C websites are here describe some website for B2C: Amazon.com, Relief.com, Fabmart.com, Flipkart.com, etc. So here we can see the home page of Flipkart. We can also see as so students in first model of B2C, business to consumer, business direct sell to consumer, and now our second model, that is business to business. So business to business refers to e-commerce activity between different business partner. Remember it, in B2B both the seller and the buyer are business entities. It enables the business to form e-relationship with their supplier, distribution and other agents. This allows more transparency among the business entities involved and result in more efficiency. For example, a manufacturer deals with a supplier, a distributor and wholesaler. The manufacturer using B2B can quickly communication to the supplier about diminishing stock product. The supplier in turn and respond quickly to it. With the help of B2B, the companies can improve the efficiency of common business activity like supplier management, inventory management, payment management, and many more. It is an effective media for managing telemarketing, supply chain, procurement, just-in-time delivery, online service. Some example of B2B website are commodity.com and tradeindia.com. Students, you can see here some examples of B2B. Suppose commodity online, you can see here, which is provide B2B business to business commerce. TradeIndia.com. Now our third model, that is consumer to consumer. Consumer to consumer means C2C refers to e-commerce activities involving transaction between and among the consumer. It enables the consumers to directly deal with each other through online auction and classified advertisement without the involvement of third party. Any internet user can become a vendor of purchase at C2C website. Auction site are a good example of C2C model. If we have any product to sell, we can get it listed at an auction site and other can bid for it. Some example of C2 website are ebay.com, olx.com and quicker.com. So here An example of OLX, you are familiar with it. Quicker. Now our fourth model, that is consumer to business. Consumer to business means C2B involves reverse auction where the consumer determines the prices of a product or service. In this type of e-commerce, consumer have a choice of a wide range of product and services along with the opportunity to specify the range of the price that they can afford or are willing to pay for a particular product or service. The companies bid to offer the product or service to the customer or consumer. This helps in reducing the bargaining time while increasing flexibility for both the consumer and the company. C2B uses internet to reverse the normal buying process wherein the consumer decide what they are willing to pay and business decide whether to accept it or not. Some examples of C2B website are here described here: bidstore.com and jitle.in. So there are other variants to e-commerce business model. If we consider government as a separate entity, then we can have government to business means G2B, government to citizen means G2C, and government to government, that is G2G. So first, government to business. Government to business refers to service and information provided by the government to the business organization through vast network of government website. A business organization get all the information related to business policies, approval for starting the business, setup requirement and other specification from this website. Various form can be filled and submitted online to the related government office. For example, Income Tax Department of Government of India has their website www.incometaxindia.gov.in, wherein all the rules related to tax, difference form and facility of submission of online income tax return are provided. This business model is a part of e-governance initiative. Next one, that is government to citizen. Government to citizen means G2C is also part of e-governance. The object of this business model is to provide good and effective services to individual citizens. The website provide information regarding various government department, various welfare scheme, different welfare welfare scheme, different applications form to be used, the citizen, etc. The Gujarat government has developed its own network called Gujarat State Wide Area Network. So GSWAN stands for Gujarat State Wide Area Network for this purpose and is available online on gswan.gov.in. You can see here Income Tax Department website. You can also see the GSWAN, which is provide various welfare scheme, information of welfare scheme. Third one, government to government. Government to government means G2G refers to online non-commercial communication between the government agencies, organization and department with other government agencies, organization and department. The sharing information helps in reducing IT costs, streamline procedure and government offers can be more efficient. From all the e-commerce model described above, B2C and B2B are the two most widely used model. The major difference between the two model is the consumer. In B2B model, the consumer are other companies, while in B2C model, the consumer are individuals. So students, we are learn about e-commerce. Now in next chapter we will learn m-commerce.